Hello lovelies, hope you're all well. So as you can tell, we are making some palava sauce or egusi stew. I've got some mushrooms. This is shiitake mushrooms. I hope I said the name right. So I have got my palm oil, the Ghanaian zomi palm oil that I have here, and I have just tossed a little pieces of turkey in there, turkey that I roasted earlier on, and I also have my koobi, which is salted tilapia fish. Okay, so I have that. It gives it a really nice flavor. So we're just gonna fry this until it is translucent. And over here I have got my egusi, which is melon seeds. It's a type of melon seeds, and I have some pepper in there as well. This is habanero chili or scotch bonnet pepper. Okay, so I have a lot of onions in there, so I didn't add any onion to the egusi, but I have a little bit of salt. So I have taken my koobi and put it aside because I don't want it to tear in the stew, to avoid any bones, because my children will be having that as well. So I've blended my egusi and I have just added it in. Okay, so I have a little bit of salt in there. I am going to add just more salt in there. This helps it to curdle up. I don't know if that's the right word, yeah, but it helps for it to stick together, because that is what I want. So I'm just gonna do that and just allow it to cook for a bit, and then I will add in my fish. This is mackerel in brine. I had it in a can, but you can also use fresh mackerel if you have proper mackerel that maybe you've boiled or you have grilled or roasted in the oven. That is perfect, use that one. But this one here was canned mackerel. I have just drained the salt, the salty water that it was in there, and I have added it on, broken into pieces and added it on. Just gonna add a little bit more salt and some Aromat or pepper seasoning. So you can use any seasoning of your choice here, but I go for Aromat. I have gone for that, and some salt, just to keep it simple. Usually I add in some herbs as well, so sometimes I add in some rosemary, or I will add in some spices like aniseed together with the egusi. So yeah, that is up to you. Just go for what you would like it to be. And I have added some fresh tomatoes. That is the best option. So if you want to add tomatoes, I will highly recommend that you add fresh tomatoes and not the canned ones, because the taste, there is a real difference in the taste. So yeah, just go for the added work. Okay, if you can go for the added work and just chop some fresh tomatoes, you will thank yourself later. Okay, so I am just going to add in my mushrooms. Okay, this mushroom is slightly more, it's probably, yeah, slightly expensive, slightly more expensive than the usual close cup mushrooms that we get here if you live in the UK. But this one really mimics that nice sweet flavor that we have in Ghana. We have the mushrooms in Ghana, so I like to go for that. And it's a bit chewy. It is not like this really soft mushrooms here. So yeah, either that one, shiitake mushrooms. We also have the oyster ones, the cane oyster one that I love using as well. Yeah, just slightly more expensive, about £1 something per pack. I think £1.70 or something like that per pack. So probably about 70p more. So if you can just go for that one. It's you will just love it. Okay, it will remind you of home. Okay, and it doesn't have too much water. The water content is not overwhelming that your stew will be too soggy, if you get what I mean. So I'm just adding a little bit of salt, and I am just allowing the mushrooms to soften up. Here I have added some white pepper as well. Okay, so we're just gonna let this simmer. I'm just adding in all my spices, some ginger, some white pepper as well. And just stir this. So I have gone for all natural ingredients here, but if you would like to add in any other ingredients of your choice, like spices or seasonings, just go for it. It is your food after all. Okay, so just go for whatever that you prefer. So I have added in my spinach. Okay, this stew doesn't really take long to cook at all. Like with all the steps, probably about 5 minutes. So if you add the tomatoes, leave it for about 5 minutes. You add in the egusi, yeah, about 5-10 minutes. You add in your fish, another 5 minutes, and the spinach. By the time you get to the spinach, as you know, doesn't take long to cook at all. In Ghana, we usually use kontomire, which is cocoyam leaves, but we don't have that here, so we usually go for spinach. You can also use some kale. It is perfectly up to you, or some spring greens. And I have put in my koobi that I set aside before. So just allow this just to soften up and accept the flavors in the stew, and you will be done. Okay, so you can leave this for another 5 minutes-ish, and you will be done. I think the only ingredient that took a bit long was the mushrooms, because it is a bit chewy. So yeah, make sure that it is at your preference. You cook it to your preference. Done. Thank you so much for watching, and God bless you. Check out my other food as well, my other recipes as well on my channel, and please do subscribe, like, and share if you love what you see. God bless you, and take care of yourself and take care of each other. Bye for now.